Hi there, I'm Laura. Welcome to my podcast. This is Emily. Emily's 38 weeks pregnant, and we're going to be doing exercises today suitable for women in their third trimester and at any other stage of pregnancy. So we're going to start by having a look at the alignment of your spine, Emily. I'm going to pop this pole just against the back of your spine, and we want to make sure that the back of the head, the back of the ribs and the back of the pelvis are in line with the pole. During pregnancy, the weight increase towards the front of the body can put a lot of pressure on the lower spine. So we're going to teach you how to engage the abdominal muscles as you stand up and sit down to protect the spine. So we're going to inhale to prepare, Emily. We're going to hinge forward from the waist, keeping in alignment with the spine, exhaling as we lengthen through the crown of the head. And we can see as Emily's come up to full standing here that the space between the pole and her lower back is increased slightly. We're going to again inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head as we exhale, again hinging from the waist, sitting back down onto the chair. Good, and lengthening again through the crown of the head. So we can see that pretty much those 3 points have stayed touching the pole throughout. Again, we're going to inhale, hinging forward from the waist, exhale, pushing through the heels as we lengthen through the crown of the head to come to standing. Again, inhale to prepare, exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the waist as we sit back down. Good, one more here. Nice safe way for Emily to stand up and sit down. Inhaling, exhaling as we lengthen. Again, inhale, hinge from the waist, exhale, back down to sitting. Good, one last time. We're going to finish in standing. Inhaling to hinge forward, exhale, and up to standing. Okay, so next we're going to go into our heel raises. We're going to make sure that we're standing with the feet hip distance apart. Emily's got some small hand weights here to work the arms a little bit more. Shoulder stability, making sure that we're lengthening through the crown of the head as we begin. We inhale, rising up onto the toes, floating arms. Exhale as we slowly lower. Good, and again, inhaling, lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, slowly lower. Good, we're going to keep going. Allowing the shoulders to remain nice and relaxed, with the weight evenly distributed between the big toe and the little toe as you rise up. We're connecting and lengthening through the inner thighs, keeping our centre of gravity through the midline of the body. Good, inhaling as we rise up, floating arms, exhaling, slowly lower. 3 more. Inhaling as we lengthen, exhaling as we slowly lower. Last one, this time leaving the crown of the head as close to the ceiling as you can as you exhale and slowly lower the heels. Lovely. Okay, from here we're going to lean against the wall with the feet about a foot's distance between the heel and the wall, making sure we can feel the spine in alignment against the wall. So back of the pelvis, the back of the lower ribs, back of the head. So we're working through the shoulder stability here. We're going to inhale again as we float the arms up towards the ceiling, just to where you can, to where it's comfortable, where you're maintaining that alignment of the spine. As we exhale, we circle the arms round and back down. Good. Again, lengthening through the spine, we inhale, floating the arms up. Exhaling as we circle round and down. Good. Good. Keeping the elbows nice and soft. Working through the rotator cuff muscles, the stabilising muscles of the shoulders. And again, maintaining that nice alignment of the spine. Good. Inhaling as we rise the arms up. Exhaling as we take the arms round and down. Good. 4 more. as we lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, circling round and down. Last two. Inhale, the arms float up. Exhale, circling round. Last one. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhale as we rise the arms up. Exhaling, round and down. Good. So next we're going to go into our assisted squats. Alright, Emily's standing with her feet hip distance, just slightly further than hip distance apart, either with bare feet or your feet onto some sticky mats to give you a bit of support, holding onto the elbows and giving her a little bit of support. We're going to inhale as we squat down, and then exhale, lengthening through the crown of the head as we come up. Lovely. And again, inhale as we lower, knees coming down over the middle of the toe. Exhale as we lengthen. Good. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Again, we're maintaining that alignment through the spine, the back of the shoulders, back to the lower ribs, the pelvis. Collarbones are nice and open, lengthening through the crown of the head. Lovely. Inhaling as we lower. Good. Exhaling as we lift. 4 more. So we're strengthening quadricep muscles, coming down into a squatting position at this stage during pregnancy, preparing the pelvis for birth. So we're opening the pelvic area in preparation for the birth. 2 more. Okay, last one. Inhaling as we lower, exhaling as we lift. Lovely. From here, we're going to go into our next exercise, the dumb waiter. Lovely, I can get you to stay leaning against the wall, the feet just slightly further than hip distance apart. Collarbones are nice and open. We have the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, and the elbows at a 90-degree angle. We will work the rotator cuff muscles, the stabilising muscles of the shoulders. Again, as we inhale, we lengthen through the crown of the head. On the out breath, taking the arms to the outsides of the room. Good, and slowly back. Good, we keep the elbows directly underneath the shoulder. And the shoulder blades as close to the wall as possible. Good, inhale, lengthen, exhale, floating those arms out and back. Good. Last 4. Good. Last 2. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, floating those arms out, keeping the elbows just a little bit closer to the sides. Last one. On this last one, we're going to hold it out there. Tiny little pulses, out only for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax down. Well done. Okay, so our next exercise is our oysters. Strengthening the glute muscles here. Now we've popped Emily on a nice comfy head pillow here, and we've got a pillow supporting the tummy as well. So we maintain a nice alignment of the spine again. The back of the head, back of the shoulders, the pelvis, the hips are stacked one on top of the other. Feet and knees together. So again, we're going to inhale as we lengthen through the crown of the head. As we exhale, we float the top knee up towards the ceiling by wrapping around towards the bottom. Good, and slowly lower. Good, so we exhale as we lift. We inhale as we lower. So an option, if you're experiencing any kind of pain or discomfort through the lower back as you lower the leg down, getting towards the end of the pregnancy, what you can do is place a little pillow between the knees. So you've got a little bit of support so the knee's not coming so far down. That takes a little bit of the pressure off of the lower back, making you a little bit more comfortable. Okay, we inhale, exhaling as we lift. Good, inhale as we lower. Good. The options here are also that you can do this exercise against the wall. So to maintain a better alignment with the spine, if you're unsure exactly where you should be, if you pop the back of your head, shoulders and pelvis against the wall with the feet also resting against the wall, gives you a little bit more support for the pelvis also. Good, one more. From here, we're going to lift that top heel and lengthen the top leg long, again making sure the hips stay stacked one on top of the other. And we're going to go straight into our leg lifts here, again lifting from the glutes. We're going to exhale as we lift, inhale as we lower, lengthening through that top leg as we lift. Good, exhaling, lengthening through that top leg as we lift, inhale as we lower, making sure we maintain that alignment through the hips, to the knee, to the ankle. Good, last two. Lovely. We'll lower the leg back down, popping the feet one on top of the other. We're going to go from here straight into our arm openings and chalk circles. So we can alternate between taking the top arm straight up and over and circling the arm all the way up and round, again maintaining that alignment of the spine. The hips are stay stacked one on top of the other. We're going to inhale as we float the top arm up towards the ceiling. Good. When we get to here, we start to open up from the ribcage, looking in the direction that we're turning. Lovely, coming all the way around and back to centre. This time we're going to take the top arm straight up and over. So again we inhale, good, exhale, relaxing into that stretch. Good. And then coming back to centre. And again all the way up and round. So we're going to inhale when we get to 12 o'clock. We start to open up from the ribcage, exhaling, looking in the direction that we're turning. Good, coming all the way round. Good, one more each way. So we're going straight up and over. Good, last one, all the way up and round. This time, when we're opened up from here, we're going to take a little in breath. We're going to take a deep breath in, breathing into the back of the lower ribs as we exhale, relaxing the ribs down, opening up a little bit further. Bring our arm around just a little bit so we're in line. And again, a deep breath into my hands, good, exhaling, and relaxing down. Lovely, getting a little bit further, taking that arm all the way round, good, and back to centre. Good. And then we'll switch sides. So again, just checking that the hips are stacked one on top of the other, the spine's in alignment. If you can bring your head back just a little bit, there we go. Heels roughly in line with the bottom, feet and knees together. Again, have that pillow handy if need be to pop between the knees if you need a little bit of support there. So again, we're going to inhale as we lengthen through the crown of the head, exhaling as we float that top knee up towards the ceiling, maintaining that alignment of the spine, the hips stay stacked. We're inhaling as we lower. Good. Exhaling as we lift. Inhale as we lower. just allowing the heels to be heavy, one on top of the other, the feet nice and relaxed, and we're literally floating that knee up towards the ceiling. We want to allow the hip to mobilise and relax off, allowing the glute muscle to engage, to take that leg up towards the ceiling. Good, last 3. Good, last one. On this next one, we're going to hold it open. We're going to lift that top heel, take the top leg long, and just again making sure those hips stay stacked, one on top of the other, lengthening through that top hip. Off we go with our leg lifts. We exhale as we lift, inhale as we lower. Good. Just let the hip roll forward just a little bit. Lovely. And again, maintaining that alignment through the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Good. Emily, last 3. Good. Last one. Perfect. And relax that leg down. Good. And again, straight into our arm openings and chalk circles. Again, alternating from one to the other. So again, we're going to inhale as we exhale, circling that arm up and round. When we get to 12 o'clock, opening up from the ribcage, looking in the direction that you're turning. Good. Coming all the way round. And back to centre, this time straight up and over. Down into the back of the ribs here, opening up the chest. Okay, just breathing into that stretch. Good, one more each way. Again on this last one, when we get to the other side, we're going to hold it there and just breathing that a little bit more, deepening that stretch. So we take a deep breath into the back of the lower ribs as we exhale. Good, relaxing down a little bit more, and again. Good, exhale, lovely, and then coming all the way round. Good. And back to centre, one last time. All the way up and over. And back to centre. Great. Next exercise we're doing is our cat stretches. So Emily's here in 4-point kneeling. We've got the hands directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips, and again we're maintaining that nice alignment with the spine. We're going to inhale as we lengthen through the crown of the head. As we exhale, we're using the abdominal muscles to turn the pelvis, sending the tailbone down towards the floor. We're gently rolling through the spine, one vertebrae follows the other, having a nice long C curve stretching out between each vertebrae, and then going through the other way, sending the tailbone up towards the ceiling with the support of the lower abdominal muscles, keeping the tummy nice and engaged. On the out breath, tailbone tucks under, we send it down towards the floor, gently rolling through the spine, allow the head to hang nice and heavy, lengthening out the back of the neck. Good, and coming through the other way. Good, 3 more. Good, on the out breath, drawing up through pelvic floor, drawing the sit bones together. Good. Last one. Good, coming back to your neutral position. So that alignment through the spine, just lengthen the neck a wee bit, tuck the chin. Lovely. From here we're going into our tabletop with a little difference. So we're going to be lengthening the opposite arm and leg out from under us, but keeping in contact with the floor. So again, we're going to inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. As we exhale, we drop through pelvic floor, lower tummy, and we slide the opposite arm and leg away, keeping in contact with the floor. Good, maintaining that nice alignment with the spine, tummy muscles supporting the lower back. Good. Inhaling as we lengthen, exhaling, going up through pelvic floor, lower tummy as we slide the opposite arm and leg away. Good, and back to centre. Good, and again exhaling as we slide the opposite arm and leg away. Inhale slowly back, one more each side. Lovely, last one. Good. From here we're going to come up to standing, so I'm going to get you to pop your left foot out in front. You can support your hands onto your left knee as we push through, left foot coming up to standing. Lovely. From here we're going to do our pelvic tilt, so then we're going to get you to sit down onto the Swiss ball. From here, again maintaining that alignment through the spine, lengthening the crown of the head towards the ceiling, the feet flat onto the floor. So we're going to do some little pelvic circles here, Emily. As we inhale, I'm going to get you to circle your pelvis to the right. As you exhale, circling then to the left as we release. So we're working on engaging and releasing the pelvic floor muscles here. If you imagine you're drawing a little circle on the floor with your pelvis, so we're trying to keep the ball almost as still as possible and just using the abdominal muscles, pelvic floor, to circle the pelvis. So we inhale, drawing up through pelvic floor, lower tummy, as we draw the pelvis to the right. To the left, we release the pelvic floor. So on the in-breath, to the right, we draw up. Exhaling, we release. So important to start to practice releasing the pelvic floor muscles as well. Good. Two more in this direction, and we're going to change direction with your circles. Lovely. So from here, we're going to inhale, taking the pelvis to the left, exhaling to the right. Good. Three more. Good. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Shoulders nice and relaxed. So we're engaging and releasing the pelvic floor muscles in preparation for the delivery. Good. Last one. And we're going to go from here straight into our pelvic tilt. So we're just going to be tilting the pelvis forward, good, and back as if we're trying to slide the sacrum, our tailbone underneath us, and then lifting it out behind us. Again, exhaling as we roll the pelvis under, inhaling and releasing as we send the pelvis back. Good. Exhaling as we send the pelvis under. Good. Inhale, release, and back. Lovely. Three more. last one. And we're going to come from here up to standing. Good, and we're going to finish with a little roll on the spiky ball on the bottom of the feet. So I'm going to get you to stand onto here. So we're rubbing the spiky ball along the bottom of the feet, releasing all the connective tissue and the sole of the foot. So going from the toes all the way down to the heel, getting right into the arch of the foot. Just having a nice rub there, releasing any tension through the bottom of the feet. And then we'll switch sides. And options, instead of the spiky ball, we have a tennis ball or the pole here, right on the edge of the mat. Allows a slightly deeper release into the arch of the foot. So we'll have Emily demonstrate just a couple of each. So with the tennis ball, again, gives you a slightly deeper release into the arch of the foot. Good, and pressing down as you roll. Good. And same other side. And lastly, onto the pole here. Again, still maintaining that length through the crown of the head, shoulders nice and relaxed. And a little bit of pressure through the pole. That's lovely. And last side.